Skylar Gray started playing varsity volleyball as an 8th grader and became a starter as a freshman. Now a senior at Maple Grove, Gray's versatility and leadership has helped the Crimson to a 5-0 record. We profile Skylar Gray in this week's CCX Sports Spotlight. Skylar Gray isn't the biggest person, and her visual challenges are obvious.
I wear glasses normally, so I've just recently started wearing contacts. But I wear glasses, so people kind of see me, they're like, oh, like, she's not an athlete, like she wears glasses on the court, like what?
But make no mistake, Skylar can play.
People are kind of like, oh, well, maybe she's good, maybe she's not. And I'm also small, so they're kind of like, oh, well, we can just get a block in front of her. But that's also helped me because I can jump pretty high, and then being smaller, I've learned how to get around the blocks.
We have a really tall front row. We're all pretty much 6 feet tall, so when you see Skylar, you're like, oh, it's nothing much is gonna happen, but then she goes up big, just as big as if she was 6'1", 6'2", and she really brings it.
Skylar plays multiple positions and is an asset anywhere on the floor. Her versatility is the result of years of hard work.
I mean, the only position is she's never really played a setter. And in all of those positions, she's taken an awful lot of pride in trying to make herself the best that she can be for whatever team she's on.
Skylar's dad, JAMISON, is in his first full season as Maple Grove's head coach after several years as an assistant. Father and daughter have a pretty easygoing relationship, even when dad becomes coach.
He's been around volleyball with me since I started, so I really got that early on that he isn't dad at volleyball, he's coach, but then we can still be like, you know, oh, hey, dad at home.
I had always said that I was not going to coach my own kid. And then I got the opportunity when she was 13, and we actually found that we did pretty good together. She is willing to take feedback a whole lot better than I ever did with my own parents, but when we're here, I'm not dad. I'm coach or JAMISON. When we're at home, sometimes that slips and I'm still JAMISON, but otherwise I'm dad. And you know, that delineation is something that's worked for us over the years and continues to.
Getting varsity experience as an 8th grader and being a starter as a freshman gave Skylar an opportunity to learn from her older teammates.
Here's Gray rifling out.
She's become a solid leader for the Crimson, albeit with her own style.
I don't want to be super obnoxious, but I also don't want to bring people down, obviously. I think I try and stay level-headed so that I can keep the people around me level-headed so we don't have a lot of hills and valleys in our game. And that's definitely how I lead a lot of people. You know, I don't get super fired up about things, but I also don't, you know, get super down on people when things go wrong.
Skylar verbally committed to Minnesota as a sophomore, and she's staying true to her word. Being a student athlete for the Gophers just felt right.
When I went to visit and I talked to Hugh and the staff there, they were all so nice, and it really connected with me, because that's super important to me, is like being kind to other people and like caring about who you are as a person, and like not only as an athlete but as a person too. And that definitely is a vibe that I got from them.
For now, Skylar Gray will enjoy her last season of high school volleyball, especially since it's a season that almost didn't happen.
I was beyond elated to hear that we were going to have a season again. You know, it was really disheartening to hear that we weren't going to have a fall season. You know, especially being my senior season, I've been around these girls since I was in 7th grade. So I know most of these people, and it means so much to me to be able to come out and have one last rally with these girls.
Skylar wants to major in neuroscience at Minnesota. She suffered 2 concussions as a sophomore, and those injuries inspired her to want to help other people who experience brain trauma. For the CCX Sports Spotlight, I'm Jason Melillo.